You know what? Fuck the Chorizo brothers. Those fools took me out and left me with the bill. Cheap fucks.
Fuck the Chorizo brothers. They smell like shit.
Fuck those non-vegan Chorizo brothers. This is a shit.
You know, man, fuck those Chorizo brothers. They screwed me over for dinner last night. Screw those guys.
Fuck the Chorizo brothers. They owe me $5.
Hey, it's Farrah Abraham. Don't even get me started with those Chorizo brothers.
Yo, what's up? This is going out to all the punks that they got you back down with the family. This is my family. My crew. Yo, you don't see us out there, I got one thing to say. Yo, fuck you, bitch!
Okay, it's that time again. It's I almost said Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. I forgot what fucking day it is, but it is what it is.
It's Friday Night Live.
It's Friday Night Live, and I like that. I like that.
It's a risky move for us.
Okay, why?
Well, Friday you have high school sports, football going on. It is homecoming over, you know.
It's homecoming?
At AV High.
Okay.
Not to mention, I mean, maybe not risky because people are at home getting ready. You're getting ready to go out, John Travolta style. So maybe you listen a little bit into the Chorizo brothers while you're staring at yourself in the mirror.
Oh, okay.
I highly recommend that you do.
You're probably shaving your balls right about now.
Because we can give you ball shaving tips.
Totally ball shaving tips.
We are live at Big Shots Bar and Grill. So if you want to ask us a question, just call. Ask for Amy, right? And she'll just hand the phone over to us.
Okay, don't do that because Amy will kill us. Okay, don't fucking do that.
And what is it, 255?
Yeah, don't do it.
West
Don't do it,
Pillsbury.
Jay.
So come on down if you're not.
Yeah, come down, but don't fucking call Amy.
Yeah.
Because Amy will choke my brother with his fucking cord in a minute. So, but it's
make sure you ask for Chewy.
It's been a little crazy, and it's been a rough, upside down week. And for those of you on our adult radio section, all our porn stars and all our porn lovers, Triple X Porn Star Radio, we want to. This show is kind of dedicated to the one, the only, the icon, the myth, the legend, Mr. Hugh Heffner.
I would say.
Are you fucking really, dude? You sound like you got a dick in your mouth and you're fucking trying to talk. What are you doing?
Close.
Wow.
I'm eating.
Yeah. Okay.
Loaded pretzel bites. It's new on the menu.
New on the menu.
I believe it's new on the menu. Loaded pretzel bites.
Okay.
It's fucking delicious.
Okay. All right.
So come on down and
get some pretzel bites. No. Okay. Just don't talk in the mic. That is your mic forever. That's all I want you to fucking know. That is your mic forever.
Well, I thought when I stuck it up my ass that time, that's when it became my mic.
Okay. Well, now that I know that, I'm sure glad I gave that mic to you. Okay. So,
Hugh Heffner has passed away.
Right.
And
Hugh Heffner. And it's like, but like seriously, like think about it though.
It is the day that the porno died.
No, well, not even porn, because like really,
I don't think he was porn so much as he was just into fucking chicks.
Love making. I think here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Love making. You would make love to all those women, or would you fuck them?
Well, it depends on what night. It depends what night.
Tuesday nights are reserved for love making.
You know,
okay.
And date night. You know what I'm saying? You know.
See, now, here's a question I have, because you've got this list.
I got like 27 pages.
Wives.
There's two wives.
Two wives.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Three wives.
Three wives.
And Barbie Benton, who they were together for like the longest. They were together a long time.
So what did that mean?
But they never got married. They never got married.
Now here's the question I have for you. You're married.
Yeah.
Then you tell your wife, I've got this great idea for a magazine.
No, he wasn't married.
Oh, he wasn't married.
No.
Oh, okay. See.
Okay, so
now,
check
do you
this
think
out.
any of them tried to get him to change?
Oh yeah, that's why he fucking left the second one, because he hadn't had a party in a long time.
Take some fucking notes.
Right.
For those of you, My
Oh
love.
my
Producer
God!
Slutty sitting next to me.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
fucking
take
funny.
Some notes, sweetheart.
Take some notes. All right, either start bringing in chicks or okay.
Yeah.
And that was from him, Alicia. That was not from me. So check this out. What happened was his mom and dad, his dad was an accountant, his mom was a teacher, and they were pretty fucking uptight. They were from Nebraska and they moved to Chicago. And, so he grew up in a real uptight fucking upbringing. Mm-hmm. And he joined the military. And he was in the military.
What branch?
I believe it was the Army. He came out of the Army. Huh. And Hugh Heffner.
He was a World War II vet. I did not know that.
I don't know if he was a real, I don't think he saw any action. He just was there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like a fucking cook or some shit like that.
He was a photographer.
But he came out of World War II, and he had his wife that he met, Mildred, in college, and they had 2 kids, and they lived with his mom and dad. And they tried for 10 years, and then he got a divorce because he found out later, like he's trying to make all this work, that Mildred had an affair while he was in the Army, like when he was in, while he was away. So he fucking left her.
I don't want to change the subject here, but
right.
And we're gonna stick to this through most of the show.
Right.
But what is it with military wives fucking around on their husbands? This is like a common thing. Like they leave to go deploy somewhere. Sometimes it's war, sometimes it's not. But then they fuck around on these dudes. But not only that, they fuck them over. Do you know how many men that are deployed overseas get served papers while they're doing a tour of duty? That's fucked up.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not saying it's right because it's fucked up both ways, but there's a lot of fucking tour guys, like Army dudes who are fucking everybody. Okay,
I get that. Yes. No. Okay, while they're overseas, they're gonna get. But what I'm saying,
we loved you long time. Oh, that wasn't a joke. Okay, that was fucking real.
You don't know about that. Right. Because when you get married, there's a bond of trust there. That you're both saying, I trust you, you trust me. I know you're in the military, you're going to go overseas, and I trust that you're going to remain faithful.
Yeah.
Unless you... Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But what's happening is that's not happening. These women are fucking around on the military guys.
Right.
They're then taking the house, the kids, the dog, and they don't even like the dog.
Right.
Because it was probably his hunting dog.
Right. Fuck that dog.
So, but what I'm saying is how could you? Especially if we're in a time of war.
Right.
That man's over there doing his duty.
Well,
the other question I have, just for personal, I just want to know, where are these women? Where do they live? Is there a place I could go? Maybe I can counsel them.
You want to be a...
I'm just kidding, guys.
I want you not to be such a whore.
I think.
I'm trying to make you not such a whore.
In all honesty,
but if you want to be a whore, and I can help anyway, here's my penis. So
no, I think
I see what kind of counselor.
Let me ask you this question. Here's another one, okay? Because, like I said, these women are doing their thing, which is kind of fucked up.
Right.
Now, you're out and about.
Right.
You're at a bar.
Right.
You're talking to this chick. She's giving you play. You're giving her play. Things are going. And she says she's married. Her husband is deployed. Do you do the deed? Because we're a very we support our military in every way, shape, or form.
I don't. You know why?
I don't think I can do it.
No, check this out. I've always said no, and here's why. And I have.
Because 89% of military women have syphilis.
What?
That's an actual statistic.
Okay.
89% of women in the military have syphilis.
I don't know where you're going with that, but I'm just saying. The reason I don't is because I would never want the guy to come back and feel like, you know what I mean, and know that some guy fucking did that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've done some dumb shit, and literally, I have slept with some guys' wives. But in all honesty, I didn't fucking know. Like, she never fucking said nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then it wasn't until after Hey, do you remember that big tit chick that came to say hi to us? Huge
When?
tit, little stripper when we were in Vegas.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? She's short, but she was huge tits.
Mhm.
Anyways, so I was going out with her for like 6-7 months, and as you know, I come home one night after a show. It's like 4:00 in the morning. I fucking hit the I come back, and all of a sudden, I fucking get a message. Remember the messages on the old phone machines, right? And she's like, "Hey, I just want to tell you, my husband just got out of prison, and he's coming over there with his friend, and they got guns, and they're gonna fuck you up." And I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa," you know? And I was like, I went out with her for 6-7 months, bro, and I had no idea she was fucking married. Like, you know, that was not. And I even told her, I'm like, that's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? That's pretty fucked up.
Jesse Marie, I want to know why you were not in sixth period today.
Oh, dude, can you do your parenting on your own
She
fucking
listens.
time? Okay,
She
I know. I know my niece is listening right now, but that's what I'm saying.
I just
Jessica
like to
Marie,
say, by the
don't
way,
listen to
real
this
quick,
shit.
Did you know we're becoming very popular with high school students?
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
dude.
not kidding you.
18 and over, please, okay?
Hey, we put the
18
fucking
and over.
warning out there. I can't control what
God
these kids
damn,
do,
fucking-
but we're
I
becoming
swear to
very
God.
popular in the high schools.
That's really fucking scary.
It is, but it's not like we're showing
But
them.
at least they'll learn how to shave their balls and like be, you know what I mean? Like be
We're
the
giving them
person
advice.
they need to be, you know?
Unlike the high schools, we're giving them lessons for life.
Thank you.
Stuff
Thank
that
you.
they could use.
Hey, and keep those condoms on, you little fucks.
And gentlemen,
okay?
it is
All right.
homecoming. No date
And remember,
raping. No date raping.
skateboarding,
Bad.
skateboarding, it's like a German chick. They're fun, but she's going to hurt you in the end, always. Okay? So always remember that.
Wow,
always
I
remember
like
that.
that.
Right?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
good.
right? That's something, hey, I've dated a lot of German chicks, and let me tell you, dude, fun as fuck until the end. Okay? It's like, I know, I really didn't want you to put the metal fist there. That wasn't, that
you
wasn't,
will
that,
be giving me the
yeah,
cock now.
yeah. Like, I'm fucking, that just hurt. And I'm crying, and I don't feel like fucking having sex now. Thank you.
You're
You
going
know?
to lick my pussentas now.
Yeah. Puss in boots. Yeah. But, anyways, so real quick,
Okay,
what I wanted to get back to was,
Yes, let's go
so
back.
she left him. Well, actually, he left her. He told her, once he found out, Heffner found out that she cheated, he was like, that's it, I'm done.
And that's Millie, right?
Right. This is Millie, right?
Millie,
And this
you
is a
fucking
college
cheater.
sweetheart, right? And so, so then he has 2 kids with her. He's on a bridge in Chicago, and he fucking says, "Is this really what life's about? Is this fucking it?" And he says, "Fuck it." And he goes and he meets a friend, and he goes to work for Esquire magazine. So he's working for Esquire magazine,
Oh, okay.
a huge magazine,
Okay.
New York,
Yeah, I
still
know.
going
I've
on.
heard of it.
So
Is
he's
that the one
working.
with the funny cartoons?
Yes,
I'm just
yes.
kidding. That's the New Yorker.
That's a New Yorker, but the Esquire does have some fucked up
Gay
cartoons.
test. You passed.
So thank you. And so he goes and works for Esquire. He's working for Esquire, and he asks them for a $5 raise. He went to his bosses, and he's making fucking good money, and he's telling them, "I'm making good money for you. You know, can I get a $5 raise? A lousy $5." And they fucking went, "Fuck you, no." So he's like, "Are you serious? After all the money I just made you guys, you're not going to fucking give me a $5 raise?" And they're like, "No." He's like, "Okay, fuck you." And he quit. He quit, and he went and he borrowed $10,000 from his mom and a couple other family members, and he started Playboy magazine. He started Playboy. And the first Playboy that he started was with Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn
Was so fucking hot.
Right. And it's
It was
the
so
one, you know, it's one where she does the centerfold on the red velvet blanket. But here's the thing. He scored that picture from the guy that shot that picture. Him and Marilyn talked, and he got that picture for $500. Okay? That picture is fucking priceless. The original, you can't even put a price on it because they don't know how much it's fucking going to be. You know, it's crazy. So he scored that one for $500. Made his first Playboy with Marilyn on it.
So she didn't shoot that intending to shoot for Playboy.
No, she was shooting with another photographer, and he wanted her to come in, and she was like, "Oh, I have this," and he was like, "Oh, fuck yeah," and he bought that picture for $500.
So she knew this wasn't like.
Oh no, he wasn't like. Yeah, they were good friends. They were good friends.
Wow, talk about revenge porn.
Right, and check this out. So he fucking made Playboy within the first 5 years. It was the shit. They paid for itself, paid everybody's back. You know.
Yep.
And he started a house. He got his house in Chicago, and that was the first Playboy mansion.
Did they have the articles in the beginning? Because I mean, over
Yes,
the history
did.
of time, men, why do we read Playboy? For the articles.
But you know what?
So did they have like the articles?
No. That was what it was based on. It was based. He had an idea that he would be talking about a different lifestyle, about a lifestyle that men dreamed of, and that was his idea. But he wanted, he was educated. He was educated with. He went to where'd he go?
Northwestern.
Yeah, he went to a Northwestern. I mean, he had degrees. He was a smart, educated dude, and he had a degree in psychology also. So he knew.
So he was mind fucking these bitches.
He knew how to mind fuck. Yes. He'd be like, "I know you're from Indiana. Just put this teddy on. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna give you a house." He was like what I would call the upscale. I hate saying this because it's fucked up, but I would say the like upscale white bread original pimp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gave everybody a house. He gave everybody, but
Sans hat.
But see, here's the fucked up part, and a lot of people don't know that when you lived at the Playboy Mansion, you had a curfew. You couldn't just get buck wild whenever the fuck you wanted. If you weren't in,
there were rules.
There was rules. If you weren't in by 11 o'clock at the Playboy Mansion, and there wasn't a special event or something that they fucking locked your ass out. You weren't getting in. So not that those fucking chicks had a hard time finding somewhere else to sleep, but I'm just saying, all four of you bunnies need a place? Yeah, come on. I live in Venice. Fuck it, But I'm just saying, like, that to me, that there was some, there was some regulations, there was some rules, there was, but so he was originally in Chicago, moved out to California, bought the Playboy Mansion, and turned it into like it's one of the few places in California that's a home that is okay for zoo animals. Like, he has a full-on zoo in the back. It's pretty fucking cool. He's got everything, all the cages and everything.
You know how many people actually got kicked out of there?
A lot of people got kicked out.
Even like guys like Leonardo DiCaprio,
Shannon
Doherty,
Shannon
got kicked out of there.
She was being a bitch.
She was not
one
only
night.
a bitch on 90210.
She was being a bitch one night and got kicked
real
out.
quick.
And some people, Pauly Shore actually got kicked out for a while.
What I want to know is how the fuck he even got a key in the fucking first. He's
Hey,
Pauly
dude.
Shore.
Pauly Shore,
yeah.
you don't remember.
Encino Man. I just watched Biodome again for the first time in 20 years. What the fuck? Why did we think he was so
But Mitzi,
funny? What the fuck was that about?
well, remember Adam Sandler? Remember his first four fucking characters were stupid as fuck.
Oh, fuck you, because you know what? What the fuck was his name on Saturday Night Live? Remember he did the
Opera Man.
news? No. Opera Man. Opera Man was fucking hilarious.
Okay, that's where
I
you're
am
just
so
fucking
sorry.
retarded, dude.
Opera
I don't
Man
fucking.
was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
Opera Man was hilarious. That shit was fucking funny.
maybe to you, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like seriously,
You know, that's why I got
Adam
into
Sandler.
this. That's why I got into this.
God,
Because
you should
my
get
goal
out, really.
as a child
Uh.
was to do the Saturday Night Live weekly news update.
Well, really?
I wanted to be a comedian. I moved to LA. That was my goal as a child.
Well,
Was to be a comedian
you're
so
fucking-
I could get on
you're
Saturday
there
Night
now,
Live.
dude.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm funny. But, and Yeah. Just ask my wife. She'll tell you
Yeah,
how
yeah.
fucking
She
funny
thinks
I
you're
am.
fucking funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but Opera Man was fucking hilarious.
Well, I didn't think he was that funny. I remember seeing him early on in his career. He did some stand-up, and I thought he was retarded the first time I fucking saw him. It wasn't until his movies, at first, Billy Madison, that I thought, okay,
But see,
I kind of get the
here's
stupidity.
the genius behind him is that the money that he made, he didn't just go spend it like crazy.
Right.
He started his own studio, his own production company,
Right.
to where he made the movies that he wanted to make, and it worked out so well for him.
Right.
It really did. Okay.
So you have a man crush on Adam Sandler?
No, but I got a crush on Drew Barrymore, and if he keeps fucking making movies with her, I'm gonna go to his goddamn house.
Hey, so anyway, you're right. A lot of dudes got kicked out of there, and some got kicked out for like fucking a long time. They were exiled. So, when we moved to L.A., Hugh is bigger than ever. He's got his fucking Playboy jet. He's got his Playboy clubs. And in the 1960s and 70s, it is a fucking inferno. But here's the thing. He was like he was one of the first guys that like fought for gay rights, hired black bunnies, hired black people at his magazines. He believed like equal fucking, everything, he really did it. So it wasn't just like fucking a sexual revolution. He really it was a social revolution, He really fucking went and
real
gave
quick,
lots of money and
for
everything.
you fucking shithead hipsters out there.
Okay.
When you say social revolutionary, we're not talking about internet social media. We're talking about in real life.
No, real life
social
shit.
issues that actually
He didn't
mattered.
tweet. He didn't tweet
there
some
was
shit
no
and think he
tweeting.
was a fucking, he was the shit. He was the shit. Yeah, he fucking put up like Billie Jean King. He was the first one to fucking like. He fucking supported Billie Jean King and a lot of shit.
You want to hear something fucked up?
Okay,
For
check
the longest
this out.
time, I thought Billie Jean King was the person Michael Jackson was talking about.
Oh my God!
For the longest time,
stupid.
and then I was like, tennis? What?
Dude,
What the fuck's going on?
And that's what I'm talking about. Like sometimes I just fucking like he's like up here and he's like fucking what's stupid. Okay, but
then when
okay.
I found out that it was a tennis player, I was like, well, wait a minute, why would he fuck her?
Now check this out. Why didn't he fuck her?
Mike, come on.
Why didn't he fuck her? Oh my God. Okay, so my point being is he was making all these social changes. Okay, now in this, check this out. He was the first one to pay for a rape kit. The first rape kit in California costs like some fucking incredible amount of money. He was the first one to pay for a rape
and
kit.
the LA
He
Police
was-
Department is still waiting to examine that.
Yeah.
It's sitting on a shelf with the rest of them.
But I mean, he fucking did a lot of shit and pretty loyal, like as a friend and a person. Let me tell you, like after Marilyn, him and Marilyn had become really, really close. And
did you know
every day
that
after
next
she
Tuesday,
died,
real quick, did you know when they bury him, they're going to be closer than ever?
they're going to be they're probably close right now.
Yeah, no, he bought that plot in 1992 for $75,000. The
Right.
plot directly next to Marilyn Monroe.
Well, she's in a wall.
Well, he's going to be buried right next to her.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's in a wall. But what I was going to say
Well, they
was
sell those. Those are actually
no. But are they going to put him in a wall, or are they going to?
crypts. Yes, they slide out and slide back in,
Oh.
and then they seal them up. And he bought it in 1992. It's going to be in Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood.
So
yeah.
he bought the plot right next to her for $75,000.
So check this out. He fucking sent her after she died. He sent her roses.
It's a
He had
little
them
late.
delivered every day to her after she died, until he died. Yeah, and I think he even has it in a
It's
contract.
a little late. Maybe she wouldn't have killed himself. Maybe she wouldn't have killed herself if fucking he'd sent those
I don't
roses
know,
ahead
dude.
of time.
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
just
she
saying.
didn't kill herself.
I'm just
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think maybe it was his fault that she did it and he sent the roses out of guilt?
Maybe it was because you know what? After that, he quit having sex with all the bunnies, and he,
Well, maybe on video. but
and the castle went dark for a little bit. No, I'm bullshitting. He didn't give a fuck. He kept fucking everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
it was good.
That's an interesting, conspiracy theory.
I think the FBI was the one that was like, the one that should have sent roses because they probably killed her. But I'm just saying, I don't have any proof. I'm just like,
Well, she was fucking Joe DiMaggio too for a little bit there, wasn't she?
Well, she was married to Joe DiMaggio.
She actually married him?
Yeah, she married him.
Huh.
Jumpin' Joe, yeah. But he was a fucking abuser, they say, that he slapped her around. But then again, who didn't? Like, if you watch the movie, everybody slapped her around. Her mom was like, fuck, get over here. Let me give you a fresh one.
Well, I mean, it was, the 50s, 60s?
You know what? It's a different time.
Women were getting... I'm sorry.
It was a different time.
This really sucks. But back then... Women were getting slapped around all day fucking long.
And you know what?
And it was not an issue. It kind of makes me wish, not that I'm a woman abuser.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our friend, we're just talking about,
women getting beat.
No.
That's what we were talking about when you walked in.
We were talking about the Playboy Mansion and Mr. Hugh Heffner, so.
But now, back then, though, women were seriously, we've come a long way in this country, okay? But women back then were really seriously getting their ass whipped. And that's fucked up. Now, mind you, there are a couple of women that I think maybe could have benefited from growing up in the 50s. I'm just kidding, honey. I'm just kidding. But, Jesus, that was a fucking thing.
You better say that in Dutch.
That was a fucking thing. When you think about it, you've heard of the rule of thumb, right?
No.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. It used to be legal to beat your wife as long as you beat her with a switch that was no thicker than your thumb. Which, by the way, if it's thinner than your thumb, it hurts more. Just saying. But yeah, fuck, dude, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OJ fucked it up
Maryland,
for all of us. OJ fucked it up for all of us.
What happened to you, but all right.
Because if you think about it, in 1980, when all those things happened to OJ, and he was fucking up his wife and beating bitches and all that, LAPD was just shaking his hand and having him sign their football
because it was a different era,
right? But they would say
celebrities were attained a certain status back then.
But that's why I'm saying OJ took it too far and fucked it up for all of us. Now, anyone gets
that he fucking murdered his wife,
right?
And OJ, you're getting out anyway, so let's not fucking beat around the bush, okay?
You did fucking what, like 10 years for
for stealing his own shit. That was awesome.
I'm telling you, man.
Shit.
I would have if I was his manager, I would have fucking made him look like a powdered donut with cocaine, and I would have said, dude, he was hanging out with Cubans. What do you expect? Okay.
And
he needs to go to a rehab. Don't fucking send him to jail, and he would have been out.
Here's the crazy part. And you're right. Had he said, oh my gosh, I'm on drugs, I was in a fucking crack binge, and that's why I did it, he would have gotten less time. But he admitted it. He said, look, that's my shit. I want it back. And I went in there as a man to take my shit back. And he got more time for that.
Well, and I think it had to do, too, because
everybody remembered that he killed his old lady.
Right, pretty much. Like
he got away with the first one.
I'm sure the judge was going, yeah, I'm going to fucking give you 11 years. You're fucked. But I'm just saying, I think it had a lot to do with that because even now, like you bring up OJ and people are like, oh, fuck
you're
him.
Either pro OJ or anti OJ. There's no fucking sitting on the fence.
As my uncle would say, have you ever seen that motherfucker run? Have you ever seen him run? All right. You might not want him dating your sister, but watch that motherfucker run a ball, So I get it, But I'm just saying. So Hugh, it all comes back to Hugh, dude. It all comes back to Hugh. This all comes back to Hugh. So Hugh marries again, and he marries Kimberly Conrad. She's a Playboy, just fucking amazing chick. He has 2 kids with her, and after he has the 2 kids, he fucking mellows out and he calms down. But Kimberly, I'm sure, is fucking a ball buster, and has his nuts in a sling because there's no parties at the mansion no more. There's nothing. And
That must have been some good pussy.
well, that's what I'm saying. And not only that, but I think he didn't sign a prenup, so I think he was like, "Fuck, I'm kind of fucked up."
Good on this
one. So at this time, Kimberly Conrad is like controlling the fucking, the no parties. So they only have one party a year, and and then they have a bunch of benefits, benefits at the Playboy Mansion, and so that only lasts a little while. And then I think Hugh meets a bunch of new bunnies and bangs everybody, and the marriage is over. But they amicably split. She gets the back house, and she raises the kids there. And Hugh becomes the fucking super H that he was, player pimp, and he goes back to fucking everybody.
Here's a question. If you're Hugh Heffner's son, his firstborn,
David.
do you feel like
David, remember?
If you have an obligation to not be the next Hugh Heffner, but do you feel like as his son you would have to hold yourself to a certain standard of fucking?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean,
you'd have to be, because you're gonna go through life. I'm Hugh Hefner's son.
Yeah, you're trying to fuck. But here's the thing, and I know you don't remember, but I'm gonna remind you right now. David Heffner.
Yes.
At the Rainbow.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
And the old man looks at us and he goes, "That's Hugh Hefner's son." And we sat down with him and we hung out. Now, I got to meet Heffner a couple times, and he was the coolest, easiest going motherfucker, just awesome dude.
Because he was fucking chicks all the time.
I mean, really, he woke up around fucking 1 o'clock and he's banging everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what fucking problem do you have?
Wouldn't you just be the suavest, mellowest?
I really would.
Nothing could piss me off because I just had sex with 5 chicks an hour ago.
That's so fucking true, right? That's so true. So we meet Hugh Hefner's son and we have dinner with him and we're hanging out, and I got to tell you, the Rico Suave that you thought would be him, you know what I mean? Like put it this way.
For those of you older, how can we describe him? You'll remember that laugh.
I will say this. I will say this for him. We were literally at dinner, and I tell some girl, we're sitting with these girls, and I said, "Hey, that's Hugh Hefner's son." And she's like, and I'm like, "No, that's really Hugh Hefner's son." And she's like, "Really?" That's where we're at, okay? And I'm not trying, because he was cool. He was a cool dude. I'm just saying, like, I didn't see his dad. But Christy Heffner, his firstborn, the girl who took over all Playboy everything.
Who did?
Christy Heffner, the blonde,
yes.
right? Christy Heffner, oh my God, her dad, and I think she has a bigger penis because she runs that. She would tell her dad, "No, we're not doing that. And I was like, whoa, fuck, okay, all right. No, yeah, she ran that shit, and because he was losing so much money when Christy took over for him that and within like 4 or 5 years, she had fucking turned it into a money pile. Like,
I thought she was going to fire him from being Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
like,
really.
You're fired. You're not Hugh no more.
Yeah.
We're going to find a replacement for you.
Yeah, I think she was like,
somebody
listen,
needs to fuck these women now.
You better calm down on the fucking robes, okay? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really, like, fucking, like, ball buster, but turned around Playboy and made it what it was. Now, after she took over, he just fucking partied. He partied, and so he's banging all these chicks again. He's got the 8 girlfriends. Remember when he had 8 girlfriends? Which, ladies and gentlemen, one of our fucking girls from Palmdale, California, Miss Tina King, is his girlfriend, and she was one of the originals before there was 8. So Tina, and Tina was always so cool. always cool with us.
And right now she works at the McDonald's on Avenue I.
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, well, you really want to have her kick you in the nuts like that. Okay, but Tina is a model now, and she does all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so after that, Hugh Heffner, then he got the fucking reality show, which bumped up with the 3 girls, and then he got rid of the 3 girls and married the 19-year-old. Hot as fuck 19-year-old. Oh my God, she was amazing. And that's his wife right now.
I will be the first to tell you, marrying a 19-year-old is not really what you think it's going to be. Gentlemen, please think about this before you fucking do it.
What?
Marrying a 19-year-old.
No, please think about what?
Think about doing it. Realize what you're getting into. These are not mature women. These are young girls. You got to remember that. Now, it was different for him because he's Hugh Heffner.
Right.
And everybody wants to be Hugh Heffner. Every man here wanted to be Hugh Hefner.
You're going to make me cry, dude.
Okay.
The dream is fucking over.
He can marry a 19-year-old girl with no issues because he'll throw her on the street just like that.
Absolutely.
Okay? He could pay the alimony and do all that. But for the rest of us, we marry a 19-year-old. Yeah, no. Just, guys, if you're over 30, don't marry the 19-year-old. Just don't do it.
Here's the thing. You know, like people, I'm not going to mention any names, but we have a good friend of ours who's an older man, and he's worth billions of dollars, and he married one of Joe Kelly's. Oh! Okay, he married a friend of ours who's an adult star, Buck. Anyway, so you know, and the thing was that this guy, he's fucking Rico Suave. He's like 80 years old, blonde, white hair, white suits, the whole fucking, and he looks fabulous. He's got a better body than me. Okay, the dude's fucking.
Everybody's got a better body than you.
Not your mother. Not your mother. Your mother fucking kind of letting it go.
She can still kick your ass.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. So, anyways, she's walking around this big, like the porn awards, and she's calling him daddy. And for 20 minutes, I swear to you, I thought it was her fucking. I'm like, his daughter is hot. And then I seen her French kiss him, and I'm like, okay, well, I hope that's not his daughter. I don't like.
That's how they do things in Indiana.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then I realized, like, she's like, oh no, they just got married. I was like, oh fuck, oh wow, and it just did not. But let me tell you, I totally would have fucked her. Okay, I'm not. I want you to know that I totally would have banged that chick all fucking day long until I was dead. You know what I mean? I'm fucking shoot me up with Viagra. Let's do this. Let's make it work. I would totally have fucked her. Yeah, maybe even 3. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Real quick.
I'm just saying though. What?
I'm trying to my list here. It's getting long and it's
already getting long.
It's getting into my other list. But real quick, so I can cross this off my list so it doesn't get in the way.
Okay.
Do you know who the first female to pose naked, completely 100% nude in Playboy was?
Yeah, it's Marilyn Monroe.
No.
She was naked.
No, she was not. She was a swimsuit model.
What?
Yep. I hate to be the one to tell you this, fellas.
Okay,
all of
Marilyn Monroe is
not
fucking.
nude.
How was she not naked?
She was in a swimsuit.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. First woman to appear nude. Actual 100% completely nude. Okay, we're not talking just topless. I think Marilyn might have been topless.
No, Marilyn was fully naked in the fucking centerfold.
Marilyn Cole. And exactly. Exactly.
I don't know who the fuck it is.
But she was the first woman to appear 100% completely nude.
Bring up the Marilyn picture, and she's fucking naked. She's naked.
We're going to fact check that.
Unless it's a fucking sweater. Or maybe it's a fucking, but
hey, by the way, this is fun to do because people listen to us while they're in their cars. So what we're going to do, and this is just for you guys out there. Ready? Okay, Google. Who was the first woman to appear nude in Playboy? And it is?
What does it say?
Marilyn Cole.
January
January 1972.
What,
I know.
okay,
I
that
know.
doesn't make
So
any
this
sense.
just proves what we just said. Oh, full frontal.
Okay,
So
all
they were
right.
showing some ass cracks back then.
Okay, so I'm just saying when you're saying full nude, so you're talking,
Okay.
you're
So,
talking.
full
She
frontal.
showed the beef.
She showed the beeves.
Okay,
Yes.
well that's
Okay. So,
that's different. Okay,
Now, so I guess that does prove that for years men have been reading Playboy for the articles.
oh yeah,
It
yeah.
proves
I mean,
it.
you
Yeah.
got to think when he fucking left Esquire, he took about 7 writers with him, and he was like, "We're gonna do something fucking so different, and we're gonna, and so he took like some of the best writers,
That's a beautiful.
the comic strips that he had something to do with at the very beginning. So here's a guy who like fucking. When you really think about it, and I was reading, he used to get busted in school. He used to get busted in school.
Masturbating?
No, not
You would
masturbating.
think.
You would no. He would
think.
He would get busted in school for making fucking like comics and fucking like cartoon characters. He would get busted in
this
school
could
for
have
that.
went a totally different way, and he could have been the inventor of the family circle or
Well,
circus.
that's what he said. That's what he said.
He could have been the next Jim Davis.
He said if it wasn't for his mom and dad being so uptight sexually and morally and all those things, he was that he probably wouldn't have ever thought about having naked chicks in a magazine. But what made him is someone said you could never have naked chicks in a magazine, and he was like, "What? Fuck you! Watch, I'll show you." And he invented Playboy, And let's see, like, but some of the things that were like he was a jazz. He loved black music. He loves jazz. He like
Whoa. First of all, that 9% of me is now offended. And for those of you that
was funny.
For those of you that don't
You just
remember,
found out he was
I
black.
just found
You
out
just
I'm
found out he was
9%
black. So
African.
yeah.
Okay, so now I'm
9%.
offended because what? Black people only listen to jazz?
No, but at that time, jazz it was very quiet. There was no big companies giving. So he took Playboy and put millions and millions of dollars behind the Playboy Jazz Festival, and he gave black artists one of the very first time a huge venue to play in. And now, if you go to the
So take that, Quincy Jones.
Okay, I hope fucking Quincy sees you and kicks your ass, you fucking asshole. Okay, so but like he gave guys like Quincy Jones and all them a place to play, and if you guys follow like anything about Playboy or Heffner, you'll see now that every year they have the Playboy Jazz Festival, and where do they have it? At the Hollywood Bowl, and a lot of those jazz musicians come from different parts of the world, the country, and that's all due to him. So a lot of people would never get to play the fucking Hollywood Bowl if it wasn't for Hugh Heffner, And he was like, dude. The more you read about him, the more you just like, fuck, wow, this fucking dude did so much for so many people.
First of all, the only thing I want to know about him is that he slept with all of those women.
He slept with a lot of them.
That's about it. Don't tell me about the good shit he did because that ruins the fantasy. I don't want to be a guy with morals and fucking what's the other one? Values.
Don't worry, dude.
I want to be that guy that just sleeps with women and then takes their picture.
From one guy who really knows you, don't worry. You have no fucking morals or value, so you're going to be okay.
I mean, you're telling me Hugh was a great guy.
Now this is right up your alley. They asked him what his best sexual experience was, and he said the best sexual experience was him and his girlfriend and 17 bunnies in the grotto. And I'm just thinking, 17 chicks plus your girl, 18. Okay, I'm not good with math, but that's a lot of titties. There's like titties everywhere. There's nipples, right? And here's the thing. Here's the thing that amazes me. Even if you're having sex and you get it, you're having sex, you come, and you're like,
About
oh,
number 5,
fuck.
you're fucking tired. I
Okay,
mean,
but that's what
what
I'm saying. Okay, so you're fucking your girl, and you come and you look around and you see fucking 15, 16 other girls doing each other. Oh, yes, I'm up again. I'm ready. I'm gonna go.
well, okay, all right.
I'm like
But
a
see,
boxer.
here's
Ring
the
the
question.
bell, bitch. I'm in.
Here's the
you know?
question. Here's the question. Okay. And we all like to believe, oh, well, I'm the fucking man. I could fuck all those chicks. But let's think realistically.
I don't care.
You
Let's not
fuck-
be
You
realistic.
fuck your wife.
Yeah.
And now there's 17 women out there making out. And by the way,
Oh.
good job on Hef for choosing 17 because that means one of them is getting 2.
Thank you. That's
Okay.
what I fuck, dude.
Okay. So
That's
now,
when you know you've been to a lot of orgies. That's how you know you've fucking been in porn a long
always an
time.
odd number
I
because
like
that means somewhere out there is a 2-on-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
fucking-
now you look out and you see them going at it. You're
Right,
right,
right.
here it comes. It's up again. We're doing this again.
Right.
You go
Right.
out there, you make your selection, you do your thing, you're done, and now you see shit. There's 16 more.
Okay, but hold on,
You know
hold
what?
on.
We're gonna do this. Let's keep going.
So-
But like realistically, at what number are you gonna say?
Okay,
Look,
but
you
listen.
guys keep going. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be back.
Listen to me. You're going with 2? You stop at 2?
See,
okay,
that's what I'm
listen.
talking about.
I'm just saying.
Realistically,
Here's where you guys got to think out of the box, okay? If I'm fucking 18 chicks and I'm in the grotto and I'm going to fuck 18 chicks, this is what I'm doing. I'm lining them all up and I'm putting it in 2 or 3 times going down the line. Then I'm going to go back to the one that, right?
Okay,
Then I'm
I
going to go
see,
back
I
and
see.
fucking pick the ones that I really, really like, have those chicks do each other, and then fucking, maybe give my fucking love, the what chick that I love the most, the goo, because that's what you do when you're in love.
So that's cheating, though. That's cheating. Because
How's that
technically-
cheating?
Because you had sex with it, but you pumped 2 of them a couple of times, and then said, you know what? No, thank you. Not tight enough. Move to the end of the line.
I don't know if
That's
it's cheating because
That's
I'm going to
not
tell
playing by
her
the rule. Because the
No,
definition of
see,
having sex
because
is your
the
fucking
director in
you,
me.
you would have to come 17 times to officially
Listen.
say you slept with all those chicks.
No, that's not
The
true.
only way that those rules apply, I would say three
What are
chicks,
you? What?
3 chicks, and you.
You sound
and then
like a fucking
one of them-
hooker. Once you
No,
come,
no,
that's it.
no,
You owe me $25. I didn't know.
And
No,
gentlemen,
I'm talking-
that's why I tell you, remind you, get your
Listen.
hooker by the hour, not the pump. Okay?
Listen.
So,
All I'm saying is, okay, and hear me out. This is what I go by. All right. If you put your dick in the pussy, all right, you could get somebody pregnant with 1 pump, or you can get a venereal disease or worse with 1 pump.
but the
So,
odds are
if
way
you're-
less.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying Vegas. I'm just saying, okay, if you put it in, you can get. So if I'm putting it in, then I'm hitting all fucking 19, 17, whatever, and telling everybody, hey, fuck it. Yeah, I fucked 19. Because let's be honest, dude, right? Whoever you give the go to, if you're going to take those fucking risks, you got to fucking give somebody the high five and give them a fucking badge, right? Right?
I
You
don't
know?
know. I just think that that's cheating. I mean, dude, okay, if you pump a chick twice, do you consider that to be a sexual experience?
Yeah.
Really?
A bad one.
Really?
A bad one for her, but for you, it's pretty good.
Hey, and let's face
Right.
it, women don't have feelings.
I mean, yours don't. But I'm just saying, like, okay, and not only that, but the director in me, I know me. The director in me, as soon as I put it in and hit it a couple times and go down the line, I'm not just going to leave you there and be like, hey, give you a high five. I'm going to be like, you, go down on her. You get that right. That's the director in me.
But
So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that, I mean, you can't, all those women in that orgy, there's at least 10 that are just like, fucking, I don't even know why I came.
right. right.
He's like the 3rd guy or the 4th
Right.
guy in the orgy that's
Right.
in the back stroking it.
Yeah.
There's always
she's
that
like-
guy.
She's like,
She's out of arms.
I'm not
she's out of
really
holes. I'll sit
into
back here on
chicks.
the fucking chair.
I'm not really into chicks. I'm just gonna fucking hang out here by the waterfall. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, because I'll be in all honesty, the most chicks I've ever had was 4 at one time, and okay, and it was kind of fucked up, but it was younger days, so it was, you know what I mean. But I was putting in work, and
At least 2 of them left unsatisfied.
no. That's not true. That's not true. They weren't fucking you.
Okay,
Remember, they're fucking me.
Unsatisfied by you.
Listen, they. Here's the thing. 2 of the chicks I was really into. The 4th chick, well, she was the driver. You know what I mean? So but you know, okay. And listen, it was good because all 4 offered to me again. Okay, offered to come home with me again, but they had this really fine.
Charge you again?
I'm telling you, they had this really fine fucking chick that was with her 5, and she just wouldn't fucking do it. She's like, I'll fuck you by myself, but I'm not gonna fuck you with my friends. And I was like, listen, I've already done them. It doesn't count. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it if it's not 5. Like, I'm not breaking anything. You know, just to have sex with you it's not a record anymore. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is because she said yes, but not with them, you said no.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it.
Because there was no mission behind it.
Yeah, really.
No, there's no feeling.
But you got to remember that was at a time in my life where, like,
you mean yesterday?
We were fucking everybody. You know what I mean?
Yesterday,
pretty much. Yeah. We were fucking everybody. You know? Whoa, what's up, baby? So I gotta say, so I can understand. You know, but here's one story I did hear. I don't know if you remember this, but we met this. We met a girl, a college girl who never did porn, never like fucking good, wholesome girl. Came out. One of the Playboy guys found her and had her come in, and she became a playmate, right? She was a centerfold, beautiful. So she comes out to the mansion, and she takes her up while her mom's there. While her mom's at the party. Her mom is at the party, and I was dying because the mom says after, well, he didn't really have sex with her. He just watched her while the other girls had their way with her. All right, this is the mom talking about her daughter, who's Christian, values the whole thing, you know. And I'm just like, wow, like fuck, that's crazy.
So you can be a playmate and a Christian at the
same time, right? That's what I said. High five.
There we go.
So, but my point was, like, only fucking Hugh Heffner could get away with that shit, right? I'm just saying, if I was,
I could get away with it. I can get away with it because I was ordained online.
No, that's not what I'm talking about,
so,
dickhead.
Fucking me is a religious experience.
God, no wonder there's no God anymore. But I'm just saying, listen.
He's there.
Like,
he is there. Listen. See, you got to remember, it's a balance.
A balance?
A balance. Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And I do fucking horrible things. But I don't do horrible things with, like, the intent of, like, hurting and being...
So you're stupid.
I'm stupid.
You're a stupid sinner.
There we go.
You're a stupid sinner.
There we go. Stupid sinner. There we go.
Okay.
But I've done enough good in my lifetime that I think, okay, I think I may have a chance. And thank you, Catholicism.
Okay. Thank you. Do you see the crowd shaking their head?
Look.
Yeah.
But I am a Catholic. Do you know what that means? That means every Sunday I get to go into this nice little box. As long as I mean it. And I am truly sorry for what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, but you can't. Okay, look. You can't get a fucking jail gangbang by like 7 of your boyfriends and then fucking say, I went to Sunday school and I'm better now and then the next weekend, Friday night, you're fucking got the fucking thing in your mouth and you're holding on to the bars.
I mean,
you can't do that.
I understand. And
thank you.
But I mean, seriously, that's the beauty of Catholicism. You get a clean slate when you go in. You really have to mean it though. And I do mean it because like you said, I'm a stupid sinner. I get myself into these situations that I just
Listen.
they happen, and it's God's fault for giving me fucking free will in the first place. I didn't want that.
Blame him. Blame him. Listen, that's good. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's where I see us when we die. Okay.
Grudge fucking the devil?
No. Well, okay. All right. I see where you're going with that. Okay. But here's the thing. Now, you know when we go to some really, really, really cool clubs?
Yeah.
And they're like when you pull up, you know, and all these movie stars are walking in by us, like when we went to Hyde, and you know all the fucking and they're like, and we're like, the Chorizo brothers, and they're like, what? The Chorizo brothers? Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, Mr. Duffy, go ahead. Fucking Jessica Biel, go right ahead, go right in. Hold on, we'll be right with you. That's where I see us in heaven. We're going to be outside the gates, and we're going to be like the Chorizo brothers, and they're going to be like, hold on one second.
We're going to be up there. Hey, Pete, it's us. Pete, it's us.
And he's going to be like, hey guys, give me a minute. I got to make a few phone calls. Okay. That's where we're going to be, dude. All right?
Hugh invited us. And this is why we need Madonna to die first, because if we go to heaven and see that she's in there.
Okay, but what if she's not?
I'm counting on her to set the curve. You let her in, but you're not letting us in?
Seriously? So that's where you're going?
Yeah.
Or you're going to be like this. Hey, can you get the back gate for us? Is there a fucking another way in? Come on, we'll go over a cloud. We'll do whatever.
Okay, first of all, according to building code, there has to be an emergency exit. So I'm counting on that.
So you're gonna hit God with that.
We're gonna sneak in.
You're gonna be like, excuse me, who built this gate? All right. If there's a fucking emergency up here,
if we're done offending God,
yeah, I think we're good.
Here's a couple of more questions for you.
Go ahead.
All right. So, what year did Hugh Heffner get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Anybody?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
I should have brought some prizes. I'll tell you what. If you get one of these questions correct, no Googling, I'll bring you a prize next week.
All right.
Yeah. So, there we go. Anybody? Nobody? Nope. 1980. Close. 1980. All right.
That was good.
Now, here we go. One more. Who bought the Playboy Mansion and for how much?
Oh.
If you don't get a prize.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Hostess, co-owner Darren Metropoulos. Yeah. And co-owner Darren Metropoulos. $100 million is what they paid for it.
Right.
Which, and the burger was not finished.
Okay.
And you know what? And you know what's fucked up?
What?
Is that 10-second rule. Wait. 30-second rule. 30-second rule.
Number one.
That looks fucking good.
I've seen the bands play on this place, okay? I don't know, right?
I'm not eating that shit.
Unless God came down to himself and said, hey, look.
See? That's what you get for pissing off God. Okay? I'm just saying it right now because that looked fucking good. And this whole time I've been like, fuck, I should have ordered a burger.
It was delicious. I want you to know. The 4 bites I had of it,
you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember like that one item that is so fucking good and you have one bite left? And like you know that eating that one bite will just fill you up completely. And as you go for it, you fucking drop it.
Or how about totally. Yeah. Or how about this? Yeah. My wife asked me last night. She's like, do you want something to eat? I'm like, you know what I want?
Twat.
Can you just make a ham sandwich with a pickle, right? And she's like, I just want a pickle so bad. I was thinking about a fucking sandwich and a pickle, and I was like, oh, all right. So she fucking makes the sandwich, does everything, gets it all ready, fucking brings, and she's like, babe, Max, my son, she's like, he ate the pickle, he ate the last one. I was like, fuck, I hate him. I hate that fucking kid, you know? It's like, what? I didn't even want the fucking sandwich at that point, you know? I wanted the pickles with the sandwich so bad that I was like, and then looked at her, and I thought, okay, if I don't eat the sandwich, I'm going to fucking never hear the end of it. So I ate the fucking sandwich. It was good. It was good. But not as good as this fucking burger that I just dropped on the ground. Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay. All right.
So now
yes.
was that a good real estate investment? Considering at the time of purchase, the agreement was that for the remainder of his life, Hugh Heffner would live there.
Yeah, the guy owns a house next door.
Uh-huh.
So, and you got to know, the mansion, the property, there is no other property like that in that place.
Yeah.
You know,
and you could Google map the property.
other
people. It's not
than
against the law.
other than UCLA, the college, there is no land that big. No one has anything like that. So now, supposedly, this guy is going to make a hotel out of it.
That's horrible.
And he wants to make it. But here's the thing. What he wanted was, Hugh Hefner wanted, after he died, he wanted the mansion to be turned into like Graceland. He wanted people to come there. So he wanted a hotel made out of, I don't know if he wants it like a hotel like they're going to make.
It's going to be like he's going to sell it to Motel 6.
Well, he's going to sell it to Motel.
Yeah. But I mean, how much would you pay to
stay there?
If it's a hotel, if he's going to change to a hotel, how much do you think those rooms are going to go for a night? Especially,
they've got to be $500 a night easily.
But now, how much?
Just a start. Just a start.
Hugh Hefner's room. How much would you personally pay to stay a night in there?
I would probably violate that room by myself. Every fucking corner, right? The curtains. I would probably be like you.
You're gonna be like me.
Put my dick in the curtains.
There, once again, there is one of my favorite tips of all time. When
Richard,
staying in a hotel,
listen to this, fucker, because you'll never fucking touch a curtain again.
Let us admit this: that we are in a hotel by ourselves. We do things that we wouldn't normally do in our own bedrooms with the wife and girlfriends and all that stuff. So you do that there. Okay, do not come in the bed sheets or the beds or the pillows or the towels. Because one, the towels will never be that soft again. And if you ever had a scratchy towel in a Motel 6, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's like, oh shit.
Everybody in this room's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So what you do is you come in the curtains. And I've stayed at many a Marriott. Come into the curtains, and the reason is this: they don't change those. Everything else they change out, with the exception of the curtains. So if you stayed in a room after I have, just know when you've opened the curtains, you've touched me.
Listen, the first time that fucker said that, I was like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? And he's like, dude, I just thought it's something that can stay forever. I'm like, oh, thank you. What, really? Yeah. But.
And if you think you're safe by using the stick, nope.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, dude. I mean, I know. I don't have a good shot of getting in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm expecting to go to the gate and fucking answer some questions. Okay? Joe? Huh? What about... But I know this question's going to come up. What about him? I'm like, you can't blame me for that. That's free fucking will. You cannot blame me for that.
I saved children. I've rescued animals. And here's another question for you, because this is a new group. But when I got my dog from the rescue, from when I got him from the shelter, everybody said that I was a fucking hero. I saved the animal. But when I went to the women's shelter to get my new girlfriend, everybody says I'm an asshole, right? Come on, people.
He does have a point there. You know what I'm saying? He does have a point
But
there.
what I'm saying, for all of my faults, I rescue animals. I volunteer. As a matter of fact, I just signed up yesterday for relief efforts in Puerto Rico. They need Class A drivers, and I volunteered my time to go down there.
You volunteer.
I
You're going to go
volunteered my
fuck some
time.
Puerto Rican chicks.
Let's focus on the task at hand.
Okay. All right. All right.
There's trucks that need to be moved, and I am capable of doing that.
That is true. That is true. Are you going to fuck Puerto Rican chicks after you move the trucks?
Let's just say I'm going to be a hero.
That's going to be a fucking hero. Okay. So, back to Hugh. Okay.
Oh, here's the best. Okay, all right, let's go with this one. Who was the first man to appear on the cover of Playboy?
Oh.
Oh. Close. He was the second.
Johnny Cash? That was a good one.
Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers?
Peter
Really?
Sellers in April of 1964. The second was Burt Reynolds in October of 1979. Ah.
Okay. So, check this out. This fucked me up when I saw this.
Your picture
Okay.
naked?
All right. These are the top 10 money makers, the covers. These are the top 10, okay? The number 10 is November 1954, Diane Hunter, okay? And it goes over between 300 and 500, okay? January 1955, Betty Page. Oh my God.
Oh, Betty Page.
Betty Page.
Yes.
I still rub one out to her on everyday occasion. She's so hot, and that goes from anywhere from $450 to $800. And March 1954, that's number 8, and that's Yvonne Brend, and it's two. They released 2 of them in 1 month. It's kind of weird. And that goes for $1,500 to $2,000. And in January 1954, this is the first time that the bunny was ever on the cover, that they showed the bunny, and that goes for $3,000 to $5,000. And then June 62, and that's Marion Mathers, and it goes for $8,000. And August 93, Pamela Anderson with Dan Aykroyd, $5,000 to $7,000. And believe it or not, I fucking have that. I don't know. You got that one? All right, we gotta talk to some people because can you borrow it?
Well, the worst part is that he can't open it because the pages.
The cover, fucker. The cover.
The cover is the only important part.
Yeah, the cover is. Yeah, I know. Well, it says pristine, but they go down from there. But okay, so.
I know, right?
Yeah,
they knock up $1,000 for every stain.
I'll just get your I'll get your curtains and I'll clean it off. Don't worry, we'll be fine. September 2009, and this one is Heidi Montag. Remember the chick from the hills?
Yeah.
Heidi. She looks fucking really good in it. I gotta admit, she looks good. But just because she boned that fucking dude she married, I hate that fucking dude. All right, so that one goes for $5,000. And then number 3, 1993, Jerry Seinfeld. And he's like in a phone booth with a bunch of models, right? And okay, check this out. $7,000. $7,000 to $9,000. Wow,
believe it or not.
And I think I have that one too.
Right? The Marilyn Monroe copy doesn't even go for that much.
No. Okay.
Per DT.
1998, Bo Derek. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 1980, Bo Derek.
Really?
The cover, $12,000. Okay? All right? And number 1, Marilyn Monroe, 1953, $20,000 to $50,000.
You are a fucking liar.
If you have it.
How much it was sold for?
Yeah. $50,000, dude. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Here's the crazy, because this was handed to me.
All right.
I'm going to talk about this, but it was the Maryland Monroe. Shit.
Richard.
All right. So, anyways, why does this always happen? Every time I'm about to say something horrible, a child walks into the room.
And you know the worst part is that they're my grandkids, and I was like, oh, okay. What was They got headphones, right? All right, get over here. Give me a kiss. Come here.
Really?
Give me a kiss.
Here, read this.
Shut up. Okay, so we just went from fucking rated X to PG. Okay.
Marilyn Monroe. Okay. So now the information. Okay. Yeah, he bought it in. What did we? Yeah. Okay. So what I got on the Marilyn Monroe copy was on the low end 1,136. But on the high end, recently sold for 6,300. Now the average copy only goes for about $3,081.91, and that's per DTMagazine.com.
Okay,
so now, once again, this is an internet thing.
Yeah,
like,
everything.
Like Abraham Lincoln once said, not everything on the internet can be verified.
Right, and I'm not gay.
Now here's the crazy part. That first issue of Marilyn Monroe. Do you know how much it was actually selling for at the time?
I think it was like 50 cents.
50 cents a copy.
50 cents, right? Yeah, 50 cents for that. So, I mean, 50 cents, which probably, in all honesty, was probably a little bit, much.
That was 50 penny candies.
Yeah. That was right on. Thank you. Yes. Third mic. You want to come in? You want to be interviewed? You gotta.
It's for you.
You want to kick down? You want to rap or something?
Come on down and give the boys at BYD a shout out.
Oh, this is your brother? All right. Right. Well, your brother's awesome. Yeah. Wait. So, all right. Come on down. You're gonna send your brother up, and then I got a friend of ours here too. Have a seat, man. So what's your name, brother?
Name's
Yeah, you gotta talk kind of close.
Name's Alejandro Jordan. I am 24 years old, and nice to meet everybody. He has a YouTube channel.
Oh, you have a YouTube?
Okay, we don't need to know that. Shut the fuck up.
No. Hey. So what do you do?
Rico Chili.
I work for a company named BYD. Basically, I build electric buses, but for a hobby, I do YouTube videos. Nothing big. It's just something small I like to do.
YouTube, okay,
we got kicked off of YouTube.
We got kicked off of YouTube.
But
YouTube has built more celebrities than Hollywood has these days. I mean, dude, there's people that literally they just talk shit on YouTube and they get paid for this.
Actually, not anymore. It's actually a lot more stricter than it was before. Before, you used to be able to say whatever you want and you would get paid for it. Now, if you use any curse word at all, they demonetize you.
Yes.
Immediately. They do not pay you for any of it. You can still upload it, but you won't get paid for it.
We were actually getting paid on YouTube. We had so many people listening and watching.
But here's the thing. We got kicked off because they said we showed nudity, which we did not. I got very good with that little black squiggly line thing that covered the nipples. And they won't give us back.
I think what happened was I was pouring water on a girl's T-shirt, and
that's bullshit because there's a lot of videos that do that.
Well,
I don't know why yours.
I know that's what we said, but we found out later that someone complained about us. So what I'm thinking is it was someone. I'm not going to say who.
Somebody who was in the same line of industry that we were and was a total fucking prick.
Yeah.
And he goes.
And I think he got hurt because our numbers jumped up. Like, you know what I mean? But, here's the thing. We weren't trying to be porn kings. We weren't trying to do that. We were just trying to do our thing, our radio show. Like ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to be a porn king. But, So I think they told on us just to fuck us up, and they did because we
they really will.
Yeah,
It actually it has a lot to do with who you know because I don't upload that much, you know. My videos don't get that popular, but I uploaded a video on how to find porn on YouTube, and
Why?
immediately, I'm talking about 30 seconds in, it got.
Why would you do that?
Let me explain. No. Let me explain. Okay, so you're 13 years old, maybe 14 years old. Your parents have blocked out every single porn site on the internet, right?
Bastards.
You're typing in grandma's titties or whatever, you know.
Oh, grandma's titties.
Grandma's titties. Yeah, I like that. That's a good
Stop it. I'm getting excited.
Getting hot. Calm down.
Grandma's titties. Those are my favorite.
Hey,
Grandma's titties.
So it's blocked out. You type
Hey.
in Pornhub.
You better smile when you look over at me, baby.
But okay,
And-
go ahead.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Yes.
So it gets blocked out.
Uh-huh.
So my purpose of my video was to help kids who are completely blocked out of every porn site to help them find porn on YouTube, which is usually
There
blocked.
we go. Okay.
It was just it was
You are a saint, ladies and gentlemen. You're like the Mother Teresa of porn, and
Here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that.
I'm trying.
If these kids don't,
I love it, isn't it?
he's doing a great service.
You really
If
are.
these kids
You really
did
are.
not find porn on the internet, they would go out and irresponsibly
God.
have sex, maybe get caught in the dark corner of a high school pleasuring somebody they shouldn't be pleasuring.
Or not knowing,
you know,
the coach.
Exactly.
I see you went to Catholic school.
Exactly.
I see your brother went to Catholic school. No. Let me just tell you. Here's the thing. You know, a lot of people tell me, like, you know, like, well, do you get mad about, like, you know, adult stuff? And that I think there's so many things that our parents didn't talk to us about. Like, I never hid anything from my kids. My kids knew where I was. And then my kids knew they knew their aunts and uncles were porn stars. They you know what I mean? They, you know, like, I'll never forget. My oldest came home one day and he's like, "Hey, Dad, can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I've got
And
this
he's like,
horrible itch, Dad.
and he's like, "Dad,
it can't stop
I-
itching.
I want to know something, and I want you to be honest with me." And I was like, "Yeah," you know. And he's like, "Dad, is Aunt Britt, is that Tori Wells?" I was like, "Yeah, that's Tori Wells," you know. And he's like, "Okay, because some guys had some pictures of her," and I'm like, "God, that looks like my Aunt Britt." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's your Aunt Britt,"
Hey,
you know.
hey, should I go get the video?
Yeah.
How do you
you know,
explain
but
that?
I didn't try to hide. Like, my kids really, like, to me, they knew where all the videos were. They knew, they grew up with, you know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't fucking lock it up and tell them it was bad and, you know, "Oh, you're gonna go to hell." I didn't do any of that.
I like that
you
a
know?
lot.
And I think my kids sexually were just like, okay. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know for sure, but I think, to me, like, I remember, like, one of their kids now, because, you know, my oldest is 26, you know, so one of his friends was like, "Dude, I remember we'd always used to say, you know, Kyle, let's go look at your dad's porn," and Kyle would be like, "It's over there if you
the
want."
VHS,
you know?
hey,
Yeah.
the VHS
right there.
player's broke.
Pick it
Yeah.
up whenever you want.
Yeah, you know, like, just go take whatever you want. My dad's not gonna care, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I have this question that I always ask everybody, and I always ask. It's a debatable question. Would you rather let your 7-year-old, let's just pretend an innocent 7-year-old,
Yeah.
right? So it's your son or daughter, whatever. Would you rather let your child watch extremely gory film? I mean, like getting eyes gouged out, their neck getting sliced off, and they're showing
A
everything.
Quentin Tarantino movie, basically.
Basically, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Or would you rather let them watch a basic porn? 3 positions,
Now,
blowjob,
are we talking
cum
like
shot.
hey, I just
late
want to
night
know what
showtime?
this guy is a fucking professional. Did you? He's like,
No.
3 positions. Comes on. You're a director. I know you are, fucker. I like it. I like
So
it.
we're
Thank
talking
you. But-
Showtime late night kind
Yeah.
of a porn.
By the way, I
Shower
don't want to
scenes.
disrespect anything. Like,
No,
I
no,
really.
yeah.
No,
No,
whatever
it's-
you guys are doing,
we're
it's
joking,
fucking
man.
awesome.
that
It's
is
all.
that's a legitimate question.
I
And
always
it's-
ask. Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. I honestly, I'm a weird guy. I always wanted my boys. I always wanted my boys to be good to the person they were with. I was a whore. I didn't want my kids to be a whore. I really didn't. I didn't want my boys to be a whore. I didn't want them to, because it's different. I remember growing up in the 1980s, and we were all having sex, and then AIDS came out, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, AIDS!" Where you can die.
By the way, I'm sorry about that.
But I'm just saying, I know
it's my fault.
I know you can do that, and it's different. It's different to but it's all different. Oh, hold on 1 second.
It's okay. What happened? Oh, okay. All right. A bitch walked
Beer
in the
break.
house. Yeah, beer break. I need a refill. But now, real quick.
Grab me a beer.
Real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
You're talking to 400,000 people worldwide right now.
No way.
What is your YouTube channel?
Are you sure? I don't like to. I don't want to. All right. My YouTube channel is Rico Chile. That's one word. You spell it.
All one
Rico
word.
Chile.
Rico Chile. Yes. It's I don't have many subscribers. It's only
We
like,
gotta hang out, bro. You gotta be with the Chorizo brothers, dude.
Can I? I would
Yeah,
love to.
you got it. Because Chorizo and Rico Chile has to be a fucking. We got to do that, dude. That's really cool that and here's the thing, I've always wanted my kids to be able to be good for their partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So many people we know are just when we were growing up, the guys were like, it's never about the chick, it's always about the dude. I come and I want, and I was like, but I always wanted my sons to be good lovers and to care about their partner and want to make them happy. You know what I mean?
So you want the girl to come first?
Yeah. Well,
Fuck that! I teach my boys. You come when I come, or you come when
You better hold that
I
shit.
come back.
Okay.
That's what I teach my boys. I know, right?
So you know what I'm saying? So all that is kind of different, But I think the problem is a lot of parents are afraid to talk to their kids. A lot of parents are afraid to tell them the things that go on in a relationship and the things that and it's okay to be kinky and it's okay to be as long as you love each other and you know what I mean. I think that's one of the things right there that you always need to be aware of, and you're not bad because you like sex, or you're not a bad person, or any of those stigmas that come with it.
Fuck that shit. You know what I teach my kids? Masturbate, because you're going to save so much more money that way.
Okay.
Masturbation was a little bit difficult for me. I'm not going to lie.
Do you know how much money is owed in child support?
Yes.
In the whole U.S. Okay. Do you know how much disease is spread? When they're young, masturbation. That's all you teach them. Just masturbate until you're old enough to understand all of this shit, because that limits the spread of disease. That limits the amount of child support you're going to have to fucking pay. Maybe even alimony.
Yeah.
And not to mention, when you're that young, though, you don't know what you're doing. So if you go out there and make a mistake, well, guess who just became the laughing stock of the high school because you slipped it in the wrong hole and came quick.
Masturbation is a little bit misleading. I'm not going to lie, though.
Yes.
I mean, even if you masturbate, you can still fuck up.
You
Pretty
can.
bad.
You can, yeah.
I mean,
it's still bullets in a fucking gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still, you gotta just.
But you can practice.
You could practice.
You can practice holding that shit in while you're jerking off.
I mean,
you really can.
I mean,
you take it right to the fucking peak, and here's a secret. A lot of guys don't fucking know this. When you're fucking,
please tell me.
Okay, when you're fucking, and you know you're about to come, pull out. Grab the fucking tip, squeeze it, and put your thumb over the fucking hole.
You don't know that when you're having sex the first time.
You hold
Thank you.
And then
you know who taught us that? Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Peter North. Peter North taught us that. And
you fucking hold that in.
Yeah.
And okay. And you know how after you come, sometimes it gets a little ticklish or it's a little sensitive?
Right.
It doesn't do that.
And not only that, you know, if you hit your penis on like tables and stuff after a while, and just like you run it into things when it's real, you know, it takes that sensation out, and you're all night long, dude.
Christ.
Yeah, dude. When that's one thing. See, that I don't understand people because you know what, like. When you want to be in the adult movies, dude, you know, you got to do the shit that adults, you know,
right.
You know, it's not like you just can't just get in there. You can't just step on that saddle. You got to learn how to ride that fucking horse. You got to learn what comes with it. So, but it is, there's a lot more to it. But like, you're right. But I think that's very cool that you're cool enough to do that, man. And I mean that. I mean, because you know, if my kid was afraid to talk to me about sex or come to me, I'd want there to be something out there that they could talk to or, you know, listen to or see what's going on. You know what I mean? So that, you know, you look at that too.
But you still never answered the question.
What was that?
Would you let them watch a gory film?
I would probably let them watch the porn. I would.
I agree too.
Because to me,
did he answer?
I would probably say the porn because I would rather let the kids watch two people making love than two people killing each other.
Right.
Because at least in that sense, that's a part of nature and, you know, the fact that that's how they got here in the first place. That's how we all got here.
Yeah.
We all got here.
You said what? Well, you have a different story. you have a different story. Yeah. I'm not gonna say nothing. I love you. I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'll just say that your story was kind of different. His went the other way. She went, oh, this is a job. Yeah, his daughter is a porn star. Yeah, his daughter is a porn star. She how many years did she work?
Wait, his daughter?
Yeah, his daughter became a porn star. Yeah,
became a porn star.
She's not a porn star anymore, but she
used to be.
She used to be. Yeah. So and again, I you know what, it's hard for me to like. Here's the problem. Like people say to me, you know, would you want your daughters or your granddaughters? Here's the thing. I want my granddaughters to be happy. I want them to have everything they want, everything that, you know. Now, if they were going to do something like that, I would tell them exactly what not to do and why you wouldn't want to do it. Because in this, it does. Being a bartender is hard. Okay? All right. Now, there's going to be nights that people talk to you like a priest. There's going to be nights that people want to kill themselves and want to do it right. And that's a bartender. Now, can you imagine what being in the adult business is like? You know what I mean? One day you're on top of the world and you're a movie star. Next day you're fucked and no one likes you and everybody thinks you're a whore and all these horrible things.
Right.
So it's a roller coaster. Just, you know, but because you're on film, and that's what I always tell people, once you do something on film, it is forever.
That
it is
forever.
The internet.
Yeah, you know what I'm
If
saying?
you put something on the internet, it is permanent.
It is forever.
No matter what.
Right. So my thing is, when young women tell me like, "Hey,
Stop putting your nudes on the internet, Joe.
hey, I'm good with it. Okay, I'm good with it."
Because
You
that
think these
shit's
phones
here.
can't take pictures of people's Snapchats, little titty pics and shit?
You know, but
there
you know what I'm saying is
forever.
like, I tell people all the time that when they say, you know, this is what I want to do. We actually had a girl come to us, 19 years old, beautiful girl, and she said, and I said, I want you to think about this. I want you to hear what I'm saying to you. Because she said, should I do this? Should this be a career? And I said, listen to me. Are you prepared? Where's your family from? Indiana. I said, are you prepared to be in Hollywood, making your stuff, doing your thing, and your uncle call you from Indiana because he just saw your fucking poster and your movie, and you know, and she's like,
Just saw
oh
your film.
my God.
Yeah.
And she turned around to me, she goes,
I want to know if you can autograph my poster for me, baby girl.
you know, and she turned to me and she's like, I never thought about that. And I said, That's the exact shit that you need to think about. Because when you're 19 and stupid and you're not worried about kids or where you're the husband you're going to meet and marry, or you know what I mean, and that's the problem. They never think down the line about that person that goes, hey, I'm a doctor. We're 27 years old now, and I'm a doctor, and I love you, and I think we're going to have kids. And wait, is that you in that video? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like no one ever thinks about that stuff in the end. No one ever comes out with that. And I think if more people...
Whatever, that's my claim to fame.
Made it. And then there's my brother. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, as far as that goes, that's the things I would tell anybody to look at. And you know, because... if you're going to be happy, I know people that are dog groomers and they're happy as fuck. You know, that is their calling. They love it. I know people that...
Ooh, that's a good name for a fucking movie. Dog Fluffers.
Dog Fluffer.
Yeah.
Coming soon in December 2017.
Yeah.
2017. Have you ever touched my poodle? I believe you have.
Need a flu shot?
Yeah.
Coming right up.
Hey, I like this guy, dude. I like this guy. So, again,
Battle of peanut butter.
Those are things that, to me, that as anything that I would tell anybody that was going to do in adult or anything. You know, I used to tell my kids, I used to line them up when they were little, and I used to tell them all. I used to say, I want you to choose what you're going to do in life before life chooses what you're going to do, right? Choose what you're going to do in life before life chooses what you're going to do.
And that's why I became a superhero.
Just from what I experienced, I'm pretty young. I'm only 24, but from what I experienced is that you can be told what to do from older people a lot of the times, and it's good advice. In fact, it's the correct advice.
Right.
It is exactly what you should be doing, but they're not going to do it.
Right.
My brother told me never, ever, ever ask your ex-girlfriend how many people she sleep with. What did I do?
First question.
Yeah. Immediately.
Well,
I said,
she actually told you?
oh, you want to hear it? Yeah. Oh, no. I'm talking about, this is my first girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. I was with her for 4 years or whatever now. And immediately my brother told me, do not ever ask your ex how many people, like who you slept with. Mm-hmm. But the curiosity killed the cat. That's why they call it curiosity killed the cat. So I asked her, and she told me an answer that I just could not believe. She fucked 3 dudes in 1 fucking month. I'm talking about maybe a dude a weekend. No.
Yeah,
I love it.
I thought he was gonna get crazy and say like one night. I was like, oh, well, and then I'm like, he's like,
to me,
3 months, and I was like, oh shit, I did that last week, and I'm married.
And I'm sitting here like,
and I'm married. Like,
so what's the problem?
No. To me, that was extreme.
Right.
To me. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that you could be told what to do and it's the correct advice, but you are still going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's what young people do. They're going to still not listen.
That's what
you're saying. And you can tell your kids, don't do this, don't do that. But,
and they still did it. And you know what?
You can't prevent it.
Even my oldest will tell me to this day. He'll tell me, he goes, Dad, you always give me good advice, but I always don't fucking listen. And that's exactly what we're talking about.
I told you so written across my chest. Just so I just tell you, whatever.
See, and the difference between me and him is like with oh shit. Okay, the difference between and my kids are here. Okay, but like I tell my kid all the time, I'll tell him, hey, and I know he's going to make his own mistakes. I know he's going to make his own choices,
right?
Because that's how I raised him. That's how I want to raise him. Dad's not always going to be around.
We got to let them make their own mistakes.
Like
otherwise
when he does
grow.
make mistakes, I'll fucking tell him, I'm like, hey, well, you fucked up. Now you got to make it better. But this one likes to fucking say, I fucking told you so. You should have listened to me, bitch. Yeah, he's a fucker.
Dude,
it's
one thing to be told what to do.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem that I have is that I am always correct. When it comes, and yes or no, though.
He is correct about a lot of things.
A 99.9999 infinity 9%
Right.
of being correct. If I tell my kids,
Yes.
don't do that, because if you do that, this will happen.
You
And
will
it
die.
does happen all the fucking time, no matter what.
Yeah.
And I hate saying, "Oh, I told you so," but I fucking told you so. Exactly what I said was going to happen happened. So
No, but that is the chair right here. Hey, dude, I think that dude knows how to find porn, though. He doesn't look like a kid that needs help finding porn. He looks like he's pretty
okay. He's doing all
I
right.
helped the community of 14-year-olds.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah.
he definitely. Yeah. I don't think it was because of you.
I know, and but see, here's
I
the
think
funny
he's
part.
made some porn. I think he's.
Now,
Check his phone. Check his phone. I think he's got some.
I want proof.
I want
something
proof
here.
of that shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember earlier, we were talking about God, coincidence, and chance.
Yeah.
What are the odds that I was just telling you how popular our demographics have become
Right.
within the high school community.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, we're
This kid,
discussing
yeah.
God and chance, and you drop your burger, and then you come on
Yeah.
telling us you've got this YouTube, and it helps the youth find porn. Not just youth in general. I think maybe
It's a
every
joke,
guy.
but, you know,
for women.
No, but
who-
it's. I see what you're
there's
saying.
a lot
with
of
it,
men
man.
out there
Yeah.
who women have blocked porn on the computer.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this right now, woman, you're not stopping me. I'm stroking it, and I'm stroking it hard tonight.
I like it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, old people.
No. See. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story.
People searching the internet. Okay, first off,
I helped
wait a
him
minute.
too.
No.
First of all-
First of all, women don't need porn. Do you want to know what the difference? Hold on. Do you know what the difference between men and women
They
are?
actually watch a lot of porn.
I can only go out there and fuck anyone who will let me. You can go out there and fuck anybody.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Okay, look,
Okay,
hold on.
Hold on, guys. Oh, wait. I'm
many
going to prove
voices?
it right
Too many
now.
voices.
Right now. Here we go. Ladies, who wants to fuck me right here, right now?
No one.
Okay. fellas, who would like to fuck her right here, right now? Thank you. That is the fucking difference.
Yeah.
Women do not
That's
need
how that
porn.
goes. Oh, okay, but hold on. I just want to say,
If a girl
I would
knows-
totally on the masturbation thing and the porn.
If you
I would
need
totally
it,
high
if you
five you,
needed
but
it,
I don't
you
know where your
could get
hands
it.
have been, and I do know where they've been. So I'm not unless we get some gel. I'm not. But I love it though. I love where you're going with it, and I'm very proud of you. And maybe if we got to like be friends and hang out, I'd probably lick your fingers. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know where that's going. I'm just throwing it out there. Thank you.
Hot
Thank you.
Cheeto flavors?
Hey.
Oh,
my God.
You just take a shot of vodka right before it, and the flavors mix.
It's like fucking Malibu. It's like Malibu rum. I like it. That is fucking.
No disrespect to
He's like, I'm vegan. It's cool.
Look, no disrespect to women, but if between a girl who has no standards and a guy who has no standards, who's gonna get laid more?
Oh, girl.
Woman.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. Woman. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
The girl,
Yeah.
no matter
Girls,
what.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's, no matter
Because-
what.
Why it's a lot easier for a girl
Okay.
to just throw
Right.
themselves out there
Listen,
than it is for a guy.
when was the last case of she raped me?
You know what?
It
The last
doesn't
case.
happen.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't. I mean,
Actually,
it does. It
Yeah.
does. I'm pretty sure.
it was.
But
Oh, yeah.
Clinton. I did
That's
not-
right. Yeah. The Stanford swimmer that got raped.
But
No.
no. We're
You
talking
listen,
the other way. When was the last time a man
woman
said?
Yeah, a woman raped a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was actually there is
I have
two
never
cases.
ever heard of a man saying, "Stop sucking my dick, or I'm going to call the police." When does that happen?
No.
When you think of the guy.
No. I can do two things at once. She can do that, and I can still watch TV. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Have you ever had that? Have you ever had two in a time?
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
Oh, He's just trying to get laid.
He's just trying to get. Yeah, he's just trying to get that chick to come over and go.
Ladies, as
It's
a matter of
Sunday
fact,
night.
I'm just letting you know right now. If your man is right now currently watching a sport of any kind, doesn't matter if it's fucking chess. If you walk over there and blow him while he's watching that with a beer in your hand, giving it to him, he's gonna love you forever. That's the plain and
I'm
simple
gonna
truth of it.
love
Even
you
in the red zone.
forever
Oh
and
shit!
ever.
You could probably go do that at this one. Like, can we get the game on here?
Yeah.
Put it on right now. We'll prove it.
Any game.
I'll tell you right now, you do that, a beer and some hot wings, you're fucking in forever.
You're good
okay?
for the rest of your life.
He's gonna. I'm saying, your man's gonna go like this. Your man's gonna be out one night, and some chick's gonna fucking meet him, and he's gonna
be
go
like, nope, because I
and
got
she's gonna
blowjob,
be like,
hot wings, and football waiting at home.
right there. Okay, I don't know who you're dating.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know who you're dating, but okay. But okay.
Not really.
Last week we talked about that. We talked about.
Well, I don't know. I'm not getting. I'm not
me,
getting head as much as I used
Excuse
to,
me, sir,
but
please
I'm
stop
still
yelling.
getting it. Now, if on demand I request it, yes, I will get. But maybe not. Like if I asked her to blow me right here, right now, she won't do it. But if we're at home and she's not tired, well, see, in 18 years,
It depends what dinner is.
She'll do both. No, she'll do both.
Hey,
Put it this way. Listen. You stop sucking my dick, and you don't have to worry about dinner because I'll be at my new place getting dinner. There you go.
yes.
I don't know. About
Hey, see, hey, I like you. I like you. I like you. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So you
that's
just
why
got to
you
get
gotta
two
remember.
houses. That's all. You just
Sure,
got to
that
get two
happens all the
houses.
time. Go ahead and do that.
That's it.
No está comiendo la panocha. You gotta lick the pussy, gentlemen. You got to lick the pussy.
Lengua
If
la
you are
frijol.
not licking the pussy, if you're not licking the pussy, then yeah, you are gonna end up with no dinner and no blowjobs.
Whoa.
And survey says.
Every woman says that.
Ding, 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 ding.
Bam, 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 bam.
What? Oh, okay. Well.
I'm a little confused. Does she like sucking cock or
I
cooking
think-
dinner? I'm a little confused.
I just want to. Hey, listen. I just want to make somebody fucking. I want to meet somebody that makes a
fucking
dinner.
went out the fucking window.
Hey.
It is gone.
I just want to meet somebody that makes dinner and sucks a cock at the same time.
Somehow or another, this show is
Corn
going
dog.
from Hugh Heffner to women not sucking dick after 2 weeks.
It was a slippery slope.
And if you're not sucking my dick after 2 weeks, you drop the kids off at my new place, which is right across town. That's it for
And
that.
there you go.
But-
There you go.
Would you be
But-
with a woman who doesn't suck cock?
Yes, I could.
What?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
Do you agree?
I don't know.
Okay.
She has
Now,
to suck your
if
dick.
she did not suck my dick to begin with, and I knew that she was not going to suck my cock, and she said that, but the pussy is that good?
Okay.
Now, if she cooks, and is she cooking good food? I mean, we're not talking bologna sandwiches
What about
here.
days where you're not feeling it? You just had a big McDonald's combo. Your stomach's in the way. You don't want to fucking do missionary. You just want your dick sucked. Then what?
Yeah, that's.
I got this right here.
No,
Hold on.
That's-
I'm going to state
sorry,
this
sorry,
for
sorry.
a fact. There is nothing.
I'm just saying.
There's nothing that a woman can do for me that I cannot do for myself. Look at right here.
So
look.
you're saying if you could suck your own cock, you would?
No, look, right here. Okay, regular. Oh, blowjobs. Right. Anal. That type motherfucker right there. There's nothing that a woman can do for me that I can't do for myself. I've jerked off on her when she said no. I've done that shit. I'm like, well, fuck it. I don't need you for this. I don't need you. And on you, there you go. Nah, I can't do the ex-girlfriend thing. Now, I pull back the covers. I tell her, rub your tits, babe. I'm doing this myself.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's nothing a woman can do that you can do
that
yourself.
I can't do for myself.
If you already have a woman, and there's days where you, like I said, you don't want to do anything, is it not a comfortable feeling where you just lay down and she's just sucking on your knob?
But now that is nice. But once again, it's a give and take. Because there are nights when she's in the mood and I'm not.
When's the last time you ate out your girlfriend?
Did I what?
When's the last time you ate out your girlfriend?
Sweetie, when was the last
she
time? It
doesn't
was
have
not
to.
too long ago. About two days, yeah.
2 days ago?
Uh-huh.
And
the thing is, it was my offer.
Right.
Yeah, it was my baby. You want me to lick your pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, worst part is your mother's listening right now.
Yeah.
So,
I applaud this man because I have not ate my girlfriend's pussy. Oh, sorry.
Well, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, yeah, I will go, hey,
okay.
things are going
that's
good.
why I applaud you because I have not ate my girlfriend's pussy in about maybe 4 or 5 months.
Whoa.
And she, no, hold on.
Now, where is she?
But
where
I
is
cooked
she?
her some great dinner.
Where is she? Where is she here?
Okay.
Is she here?
No.
She is not in here.
She's
No, hell
not
no.
here.
I wouldn't even have said that if she was here.
She's over at Ruben's right now.
Okay, why you gotta start shit? Why you start? No, you're good.
But
You're good.
you do
Listen,
have to.
Again, real quick, I just want to tell, where can they find your stuff on YouTube?
My YouTube channel is Rico Chile, one word. That's RICOCHILE, Rico Chile.
Okay,
Rico Chile. Okay,
Chile
all right.
like the country.
My
or
man,
the fruit?
thank you so much for coming up tonight, and we're gonna do some stuff together. Okay, don't leave. We're gonna get your number. See that crazy white girl right there? Give her her number, crazy white girl. Yeah, and just give her your number so we can get a hold of you and we can do some stuff, man. We really want to work with you.
By the way, just I appreciate you having me as a random guest. I really appreciate it.
And
I enjoyed the conversation.
That's awesome.
And I
Man.
appreciate what you guys do. I really
that's
do.
usually what that extra mic is for.
Yeah.
Because crazy shit happens all the fucking time.
That fucker don't even need a mic. He was yelling from you don't even. Our listeners,
he yells all day at work anyways.
Our listeners were like, "Hey, can you turn his mic down?" I'm like, "He ain't fucking on a mic." Oh,
that
they all suck.
Hey,
we don't have
week,
enough time to cover
Next week, I want you to be on. Hey,
and brought to you by the Goddamn Lie. That's kidding. Sorry.
I refuse to answer that question due to the fact that I may get my ass whipped.
Yeah, that you might get choked. You might get choked in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. She's getting her own episode of Snap.
So what are we on right now?
But no, we still got we got 13 left.
Okay. Okay. So real quick, we wanted to get back to what we started the topic off on tonight. I wanted to bring back Mr. Hugh Heffner,
who was the first black playmate. Do I have to say black? Or can I say African American?
Oh, you're black. Whatever.
Okay. Who was the first black playmate?
Who was the first black playmate?
I know it, but you gotta say it's Red Bone. Not black or red. It's Red Bone.
Redbone. She was an Indian?
I don't know.
Or is that red dotted?
All right. Red. Okay. Who was it?
Jennifer Jackson, Playboy Playmate of the Month, March 1965.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Red Bone. Was that your nickname for her? Did you date her? Oh, I like it.
I believe that's a song.
Okay. Now here comes one for the other side. When was the first issue of Playgirl?
Ooh. I'm not really a Playgirl dude.
Oh,
but,
you closet homosexual.
I would say in the year 87?
Here's the worst part.
87.
Well, hold on. Here's the worst part.
No?
Is right now there's a closet homosexual at home going, ooh, I know. What's the number?
Listening to our show going, she's like, what's the number? Where can I call?
Okay,
1985.
Okay.
What? I said 87.
You guys
he said
are
85.
close to that, okay? The first official Playgirl, okay? The first time that they tried it, there was 2 preview copies. June 1973.
Oh, shit. I did not know that.
January and then February, and then they stopped it until the 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Now, how many of you remember that Madonna issue?
Madonna.
Yeah. That was the first issue I ever saw. And I didn't have the balls to look at it myself. I was at the liquor store. My friends were there. Okay? My friends were there. And they were looking at the issue. This is before they had to cover up the porn.
Right.
The porn was right right next to Mad Magazine. Right? And so my friends were there, and I'm just like, no. And what did they do? They opened it up, and they fucking, after that, there was They showed me, and after that, there was no fucking stopping me, dude.
Right. It was all over.
I was a fucking madman. That was the same day
for me.
I discovered masturbation. The Vanna White issue. Oh my God.
Oh, Vanna White. I forgot.
For those of you that are real watchers,
Damn, you think that would be like one of the top
20 fucking years?
But you know what I'm saying? On the top ones, you think that would be the top one of all time, but it's not. Wow.
And you would think she would be America's most beloved white woman, but
you know too,
because everybody at some point has seen Vanna White.
Hugh Heffner actually refused. They wanted what is it? The Miss America. They wanted Miss America to come in and be like on the thing. They wanted Miss America to do it, and Hugh Hefner refused. He said he would have nothing to do with Miss America's, any of them doing any of the Playboy stuff. So they refused at a really...
Which he wanted. He wanted every winner from Miss America.
Well, but he refused, and I don't know why. He said that he didn't want to cross over to the other stuff, But that's what he... Ladies and gentlemen, controlled chaos is in the building.
Stick around after the show.
Yeah. All right. Listen, for those of you that are listening on Triple X Porn Star Radio,
they're not going to hear this until next week. So for those of you that are listening to on AV Hot Topic right now,
come down here.
Don't turn off the station, first of all. Keep it on.
Yeah.
And on your way over here, get to Big Shots right now, because these guys, they're gonna fucking tear.
These guys rock. They're gonna fucking blow the roof off. I go way back with some of these people in this band, and they fucking kick ass. And I love the way they fucking play.
And these guys look old enough to have gone way back then with you.
Fuck you, okay? Fucking. I would. Hey, Joey, I would talk shit, but I already forgot what I was gonna say. So I'm fucking old, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, Mr. Joey Brewer, right here. Okay, on bass. All right. Say.
Hey, what's happening? Come on down to Big Shots. We rocking the house tonight.
And if they can't get to Big Shots, where can they find more of their music?
Okay, is there a website? You guys Controlled Chaos or Facebook or
Huh?
All right. Facebook, Controlled Chaos, and these guys fucking play all over, man. Arizona, Parker, they play in water, they play in snow, they fucking play Kernville.
On Facebook, it's AV Controlled Chaos.
AV Controlled Chaos.
You gotta get a website.
So you gotta get down there.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna go buy all the Controlled Chaos names and misspellings. Just to go, I told you so.
What a dick. What a dick.
Just to say,
AV what?
So, AV Controlled Chaos.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And they rock. They
really do. They're one of my favorites out here. Okay.
And I'm not saying that because we're Facebook friends, but they really do rock.
Because we're Facebook friends. Okay.
That's more important these days than being actual friends.
Oh, and Hugh Hefner did admit to a little homosexual play, Yeah.
What?
But yeah, he let somebody.
Pitcher or catcher?
He let somebody, you know what? He let it do. And I will say this. I will say, this young lady who's saying what? I just want to say one thing.
How did this become a town meeting?
I don't know, but I like it.
What the fuck happened?
Hugh Heffner, really, really changed my life, and I think he changed. I think he changed a lot of people's life, and so I'm just saying. I don't think of him as just an icon or just as he did so much for so many people.
Hey, are they showing nudes again?
Let me tell you, all our friends, all our porn star friends, all our stripper friends, all our model friends, they've been posting all their pictures with them and all day and for the past 2 or 3 days. And I just want to say, Tina King, I'm sorry for your loss. We love you, Tina. And for everybody else, Kathy Brown and all them, all the bunny girls. We love you guys, and I'm not going to feel bad though. He lived till he's 91, banged everybody. He did. I don't feel bad. I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know what he's fermented in. I know what he's fermented in, and I want what really.
What really gets me? See, now here's the thing, though. Everybody's gonna remember him for nothing but Playboy.
Exactly.
We forget about Hugh Heffner, the man,
dude.
the guy, not
paved
just
the way.
the myth, the legend, but we're talking about a man who opened up this exclusive real piece of real estate that almost every man would die to get into. Okay, he opened them up to charity.
Yeah, he made millions of dollars.
For just
kids.
You
everything.
had a charity, he would open it up. Now,
we're on 4.
5.
Oh, okay.
Right?
She said 4.
Okay.
I got the clock.
All right. Well, he did a lot of incredible things.
Yes.
And we'll never know all the things he did. But I just thought he was such a cool guy. And when we met him, he was so cool to us. And going to the mansion was definitely one of the fucking things I can never fucking take away.
We got the memories, but the best memory of the Playboy Mansion,
absolutely, I know what you're gonna say,
was when we went there drunkenly and tried to walk through the front door of the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, we went through the gate.
And ended up at the wrong fucking houses. First of all,
we were drunk. We were all fucking wasted.
Driving stupidly.
Yeah.
Very stupidly. Don't drink and drive. Especially,
don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just, don't. Anyway.
Yeah, it was.
So you were walking?
No, we were driving up. And we get to the top, and we're wasted. And we're like, it's the Chorizo brothers. And we're like, we want to get in and say hi to Heff. And he's like, Mr. Heffner is not here, but it is movie night, and they're, and they can't let anybody on without, a voucher from. And so we're like, and we're just like, look, you know us. We're the Chorizo brothers. Thank you, Mr. Chorizo, but you cannot, And they were like, get the fuck out,
Tonight's just not a good night.
Yeah, tonight's not a good night. Mr. Heffner won't even be back till Wednesday, so, let it, get your people. They're like, get your people to talk to our people, and then we, but they really didn't give a fuck. So, yeah. But I'm telling you, every time we were there was fucking amazing. It was fun. It was awesome. And I want to thank you, Heff, for changing my life and fucking making me realize that anything we wanted to do, any idea, any fucking craziness, we could do. It was worth it.
Thank you, Hugh Heffner, for giving me my first Playboy magazine.
Right on.
Yeah,
right on.
Simple as that.
Plain and simple.
That's it. I'm getting a velvet painting of him.
No,
I'm getting
serious.
a velvet painting of Heff.
Anything involved with porn, whoever's watched porn before, Hugh Heffner paved the way for every porn viewer. If you're a porn viewer, you've heard of Playboy.
Yeah,
no matter
absolutely.
what.
If you've ever read a copy of Jugs, but let's face it, who reads Jugs?
I read Jugs. I read Jugs.
Yeah.
Okay. I know all the measurements. You have to. Okay.
All right. Well,
you gotta know.
Hey, folks, I'm very sorry, but it is that time again. It is time for us to go. And if you are listening to us, don't forget to go down to the boulevard and enjoy the Grand Prix. It is happening this weekend. Okay.
And there's going to be a lot of pricks there.
There's going to be a lot of pricks.
There's a lot of pricks driving those cars, pricks on the street. Pricks everywhere.
Yes. And
It's going to be a prick fest.
yeah.
They had to change it to prick fest.
Huge pricks down there. Huge pricks. So, yeah, head on down there. That's going on today. That's going on tomorrow. And don't forget also, if you're looking out for that deal, the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds is having another one of those flea market swap meet kind of things.
Swap meets?
Yeah. You know, I find some good shit there.
Dude,
I
some
found
great
this
shit.
old
This
Mickey
Sunday?
Mouse- Yeah, this Sunday.
Sunday. El sábado. No, I'm just kidding.
Este domingo in el AV Fairgrounds. But no, I find some good shit down there, some old shit.
What?
All right, who and how?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause it's fucking
We're
hot out there. It's hot out
We're
there.
beaners.
It's hot.
Mexican.
Hey, as I like to say, hey, you got what you do is you want to go get one of them.
We're not the Yamaka brothers. We're the Chorizo brothers, baby. Okay.
Just FYI, I am
what
not
was
white.
the name of the guy on
FYI.
Mortal
I
Kombat,
am
Liu
not white.
Kang? Yeah. You got to get one of those hats to be out there because it's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay. So, but yeah.
You better start with a.
It is about that time, ladies and gentlemen. We do have to go. And before we go, we'd like to apologize to the following people we may or may not have offended. Michelle Williams, Hugh Heffner, Cheating Army Horse, the U.S. Military, Esquire Magazine, Northwestern University. No, we're apologizing.
No, if we offended.
If we offended them. Billie Jean King.
Billie Jean King.
By the way, Billie Jean King, as I found out recently, is not the
No,
one from
if
the
we
Michael Jackson
offended.
song.
The LGBT community.
You know, I wanted to talk about the NFL, but we didn't want to get into that. Joe DiMaggio. Hey, fuck them too. Joe DiMaggio, O.J. Simpson, Kimberly Conrad, David Heffner, Nicole Brown, abused women, Tina King, Jill Kelly, Indiana daughter kissers.
God damn it.
Black jazz musicians.
Yeah.
OJ's getting out.
Like,
We're
not
having
today.
a fucking party.
Not today.
Okay. There we go. We'd also
We're gonna take that on a fucking trip, dude. You and me, San Diego.
driving around
We're
town.
gonna put Bubba in the back. We're gonna put Bubba in the back.
I get to
Bubba's
be
gonna-
Al Cowlings. All right. And the 15 unsatisfied women in Hugh Hefner's orgy.
Yeah.
God, sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Puerto Rican women, 1980s AIDS spreaders, table dick slappers, Indiana porn stars, Rico Chili's girlfriend. We're gonna talk him into going down on you, and of course, Vanna White.
Vanna White. I still want to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we're the Chorizo brothers. We thank you very much for always listening, you guys. We love you. Triple X Porn Star Radio.
And don't forget
AV Hot Topic.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Chorizo Brothers. You can also find us on Facebook at AV Hot Topic.
Are we on Twitter?
Twitter.
Twitter?
Chorizo Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
AV Hot
I
Topic.
forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And be sure and tell your friends about us. Believe me, we need the money.
Yes. We need more money in our life.
We need the money.
Okay. So, again, we love you guys. Everything's cool. Did you want to say something? What do you want to say?
Nope, they're there. We're good.
Okay, we're good.
All right,
okay.
we're good.
All right. Yeah, you
All
can
right.
say something.
I appreciate you guys for having me here.
Oh,
I do.
thank you, brother.
I
Thank you
will-
for being on.
Yeah,
Thank you. It
definitely.
was really cool.
Respect
I'm
what you
glad
guys do, for sure.
I'm glad your brother said something, man.
Yeah, and
very
real
cool.
quick,
Very cool.
To all you AV homecomers out there, we know that you guys listen to us, and we want to remind you, please do not drink and drive, and date rape is not cool. So knock
Ever.
that shit off.
Ever.
And we are the Chorizo Brothers.
Good night.
We're out of here.
We love you.
Date
All right.
rape bad,
Be safe.
date rape bad.
Stay tuned for big shots.
Yeah.
My Chaos brothers are here, so it's going to be fucking awesome.
Get your
man.
asses down
Can't
here.
wait. Get your asses down here.
Controlled Chaos.
Control Chaos is about to take the stage. All right. So we love you guys. Peace. Be safe, and God bless. And I mean it. Thank you, Mr. Heffner. Thank you for everything. We love you guys.